Greetings, sophisticated intuition here with your March general messages. This is going to be for the sign of Taurus, all right? So we're just going to get into it, okay? Spirit, angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, and the Holy Spirit. This message is for Taurus. What is it that they need to know for the month of March? Okay, Taurus. Okay, all right. Let your fears dissolve is at the bottom. Okay, let your fears dissolve. I want to pull everything first before I even get into this because I feel okay. Let me pull everything else. Hold on, Taurus. Just hold on, because I feel like you've been acting up, and it's driven by fear. Okay, I feel like that's why that is there. But hold on. Okay, for the sign of Taurus, what is it that they need to know for the month of March, please? The sign of Taurus. What is it that they need to know for the month of March? Okay. At the bottom here, the High Priestess. Ooh. Use your intuition. Okay. And I heard you know better. Okay, Taurus, you know better. All right, you grown, you know better. Whatever it was, okay. But we're gonna get to it. Let me just clarify, because there's a message that's come out for some Taurus here. Okay. All right, for the sign of Taurus, what is it that they need to know for the month of March? Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna take both of those because of the way they came out. All right. Okay. Certainly. Page of Wands. Okay. A lot of messages. I do feel like you've been arguing with somebody. Okay. Back and forth. Yeah. Okay. A lot of messages going back and forth. I do feel like whatever is going on here, Taurus, is out of fear. Whether it's you who's afraid or them who is afraid, there is a lot of fear, maybe of not understanding. Our biggest problem in America is racism. Maybe it's not the biggest, but it's definitely in the top 3, right? And why does it even exist? Fear. Because people fear what they don't understand, and so they project, right? And so that's I'm going down a whole nother street. We'll try to stay on topic here for you, Taurus, but I feel like you're arguing or disputing with someone because of fear and lack of knowledge. Okay, cool your emotions came out. Okay, so whether it's you or the other person, we definitely have a dispute on our hands here. Cool your emotions, okay? This be proud of yourself is in the center, okay? And I'm getting a little bit of pride, okay? No, it's last moon in Taurus, as a matter of fact, okay? So this is very much you, okay? Take inspired action. Now, this is definitely tied into the cards that came up under it, but take inspired action. I really am. I feel like you've been acting up, Taurus. I feel like you might, first of all, remember that you're just going to have to go back and apologize. You're going to have to be forgiven. You're going to have to forgive. You should forgive whatever it is that is triggering you in this way. Okay? I can't tell you now. Sometimes people, I ain't going to say that. I'm going to say that. Sometimes people need to get hit. It's true. Violence, I don't believe in violence, I've come a long way from my youth. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm all about peace, love, and happiness. But every now and then, boop, okay, somebody needs to receive that lesson because it will humble them, okay? And I don't know why I'm saying that here, sophisticated, but every now and then that's the energy, okay? But we don't want to go fighting people. We don't want to go putting our hands on people. You want to know why? Because everybody in that situation is going to have to forgive, especially if it's a true loved one. Now you got to go and apologize and all this extra stuff if you had to just cooled your emotions. Okay, take a couple of deep breaths, walk away, block the phone number, deactivate the social media, don't allow them in your energy. Oh my. Okay, Taurus, I guess you're gonna get this this message now. If it or this example, this story, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, if the message wasn't meant for you. Just recently, me and someone I love very much, more than myself, as a matter of fact. So that may give you a clue as to who. Not a romantic partner, folks, but somebody I love more than myself. We have not been able to see eye to eye probably for the last 10 years. We cannot see eye to eye. We cannot agree. And I am over allowing them to influence or impact my peace. I'm done. I am done. But we had a huge blow up. We've had plenty of blow ups, but this one was a you go your way and I'm gonna go mine. In that energy and the things that were being said and tossed back and forth, it definitely could have become physical. Okay? It most certainly should have become physical. Like I just said, sometimes people need to learn a lesson, right? It's just every now and then when people get really, really disrespectful, okay? But then what would have come, that would have damaged the connection even more than it's already damaged. It probably would have made it irreversible, okay? So instead, I chose to keep cool, okay? Chose to keep cool. And until we parted ways. Okay, we were in a situation where they had to be with me, and until I could separate myself from them. Once I separated myself, then I could, be free of that energy. But while we were in the same space, I had to cool my emotions. Okay, and was able to successfully do that. Ooh, I wanted to just boop, but I didn't. Okay. That's growth. That's elevation. That's ascension. Okay? From a little wild thundercat I used to be back in the day, you couldn't even look at me sideways, and it was boop. Okay? Now, I take all things into consideration, and more importantly, I'm an ordained high priestess. What does that look like? Right? So I feel like I'm giving that example for you, Taurus, because who have you become? Where have you ascended to? What on earth or who could have triggered you to this effect? And if they have, don't allow them to help me, Spirit, just protect your peace, okay? Don't go that far, okay? All right, I didn't preach to y'all, but look, here we go. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. And the Knight of Wands, yes, and the Knight of Wands showing up for you also in the month of March, okay? Now, this is still picking up on that energy of somebody flying in here, okay? Ready to go, TTG, okay? This is that fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. They are the most TTG, okay? I happen to be a Sagittarius, by the way, Taurus, but yes. Also, second to that, okay, so yes, I feel like, Taurus, I strongly feel like you're about to experience something or have experienced something where somebody comes in and they make you want to touch them. They make you want to put hands on them, okay? But this message from Spirit, the guidance from Spirit is for you not to, okay? To cool your emotions, walk away, block them, deactivate your account, delete them off your whatever, okay? Because nobody should bring you out of your character like that. That's the message I'm getting, even with this Wheel of Fortune and this Knight of Wands. Okay, Taurus? So this is a very specific message. May not resonate with all of you. Secondary to that, something really good is coming in your direction. Okay? The wheel is turning in your favor. See, because when we operate from a place of anger and bitterness, all of that can block your blessings. So that's why Spirit wants you to be quiet, keep cool, don't react, Okay? Because then you're going to mess around and block this blessing that wants to come in here. And that's why I heard with that priestess, you know better. Okay? And be careful with your words, because words are like swords and knives and guns. What do we have that saying when we were children? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie. Okay? So be careful with your words, because words can cut down. Okay? So be careful with that. But here we go. The Tower, cutting down. Okay? Clarified by the Six of Cups. Okay? So I do feel like this is a definite past energy that is bringing this energy towards you. Okay? Could be something from your childhood specifically. Could be, I'm not picking that up necessarily, Spirit, but maybe a parent, okay, that's triggering you in this way, but it is something unexpected from your past, okay? Okay, yeah. Then, right underneath, like I said, take inspired action. You got the Chariot, okay, which is about moving forward, all right? And then what came out? The Seven of Cups. Illusions, confusions, a lot of options. Also came out the Chariot. So here we got a lot of glare there. Let me see. Can you get that? There we go. The Chariot. Okay. The Chariot came out to clarify the Chariot. In addition to that, the Seven of Cups. This is about you moving on. This is about you putting on, packing up your bags. Okay, I'm getting the Seven of Cups of packing up bags, okay? Packing up your bags and moving forward and moving on. Taking an expired action, okay? It's time to go. That's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. It's time to go, okay? I do feel like some type of opportunity, some type of divine opportunity is coming in. It's almost like... very mundane example, like you get into a dispute or something, okay, but this has been building, okay. That's what I would say here. This is not something that just happened. You didn't get mad because the spoon got left in the sink. The spoon been in the sink for months and months and months, and you've been telling them to get that spoon out the sink, okay. You got OCD and you don't want nothing in your sink. You've been telling them to get the spoon out the sink. They're not listening. I like to use this as an example because I have OCD. I don't like stuff in my sink. But Taurus, seriously, it's like you've been telling them that you don't like this, but they keep doing it. And so it built up and it built up and it built up. But simultaneously, a lump sum of money drops into your bank account that gives you the ability to actually leave the situation. So it almost feels like you've been stuck in the situation because of benefits, because it was a place to live, because it was a car, because they took care of you essentially, something to that effect, or put the shoe on the foot that it fits, right? But like simultaneously as I'm gonna say if the shit hits the fan, you are given an opportunity or some type of lump sum increase that allows you to get yourself out of the situation. Okay? Okay. All right, let's get the priestess out here for the sign of Taurus. What is it that they need to know for the month of March, please? For the sign of Taurus. Oh, that's way too many miracles on top. Okay. Sign of Taurus, please, Spirit. Thank you. Death and rebirth. Darkness to light. Okay. That's that transformational energy right there. Darkness to light. That's what you're moving from. That's what you're moving forward to. Okay. Out of this dark energy, out of this low vibrational energy into light. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and these two are almost, look at them. Okay, so I'm going to try to, you see her in the image there in her white dress, dancing under the moon, right? And then you see her in her white dress, okay? So masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. Okay, they're females in the card, or feminine energy in the card, excuse me. Female is a species. gender, okay? The feminine energy, okay? I am getting that it's time to go. It's time for a change, okay? And now is the time, or some type of opportunity or window opens up that makes this the divine time for you to hit the road, jack. Okay. It gives me, if any of you are dealing with domestic violence, that's coming up a little bit. It's a pinch of domestic violence here, where it's giving me like the Tina Turner scene, right? I've actually experienced this with my mother as a child. Okay, that exact scene. Unfortunately, it was a pattern of my mother, and it might have been around the time, because my understanding is like in the 80s, like that was a thing. Like men hit women. Obviously, not all of them, but it was a thing, right? But I actually experienced that. My mother come into my bed in the middle of the night, scooping me up, wrapping me up in blankets, and like getting the heck out of Dodge, right? So I know about this very well, okay? And she tend to attract that type of man. So I have experienced this, not just a little bit for myself. I never had to escape, right? But I experienced the need to escape out of that situation with my mother. But if you haven't experienced that before, or you're going through this, you're thinking about, or think about that scene in the what is it? What's Love Got to Do with It, with Tina Turner, when she decided to leave, right? And she got what she could. Most of the time, you got to get out of there. Sometimes women have to leave. They don't even have shoes on their feet, okay? And they got to like get what they can, okay? And get out of there as fast as they can while the opportunity presents itself, while he's sleeping, while she's sleeping, okay? Because men get abused too. So whatever, okay? While they went to the store, and you take that chance. You get what you can and you get out of there. So for some of you, this is that moment in the month of March, okay? It's come up, so I got to speak to it, okay? All right. All right, Taurus. And you know what? Thank you, Spirit. Spirit says, for some of you, this isn't just, it's not physical, it's emotional abuse. And for those of you who have not experienced domestic violence, at some point, emotional abuse turns into physical abuse. I'm a witness and have experienced that myself. So be mindful of that. Okay, that's coming up. Spirit want me to share that with you. So if you're in a situation where you're just tired, you're drained of someone's energy who is emotionally abusing you, this might be your opportunity to go ahead and leave that situation. Okay. All right, let's see what the journey of love has to say for Taurus. Okay, ooh, how many is that? That's too many. She is the moon is on the top though. Spiral dance of the goddess. Okay, I do feel feminine energy strong here. Okay, all right. For the sign of Taurus, how many is that? Too many. Shifting universes. Yeah, it's time for a change. It's time for a change. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Taurus, you got a lot of messages in here. Okay, for some of you, this is a employer that is abusing you. Okay, taking advantage of you. Thank you, Spirit, and it's time to go. Okay. Okay. All right. Apply it to the aspect of life it resonates in. And I have a journey of love, Spirit, for the sign of Taurus. Thank you. Towering magnificence. You're having a tower moment. Did the tower? Yeah, the tower did come out here. You are having a tower moment. At that shift in the realities a moment ago, you're having a tower moment. Here's the tower here. Look, let the feminine lead the way is at the bottom. Okay? Towering magnificence. For some of you, there is a feminine energy, mother, sister, somebody that you can run to. Okay. Okay. All right. Towering magnificence. This oracle brings you comfort that your inner path you're opening up to direct experience of the divine presence is happening now, according to divine timing and grace. This is also confirmation that you are connecting with your spiritual guidance more consciously now, and that any sense of self that appears to be falling away from you is because your divinity has outgrown it and a new awareness is taking its place. Yeah, because you are ascending. This is a moment of transformation for you this month. Okay, Taurus? You are going through a death and rebirth phase, a tower phase. This is huge energy. Okay. If you come and listen to tarot all the time, if you go and get your readings all the time, you know that the tower and this would be the energy of death. Okay. Then you have the high priestess come in here. These are major arcanas. The wheel of fortune is here. The chair. Well, I forgot. I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm using the major arcanas, but still though. The chariot came out here, okay? There's a lot of major arcana energy, okay? That is showing up for you, Taurus. It is time for you to shift, change, get out, move on, move forward, okay? This is that moment, whatever this is. Not everybody is going through a domestic abuse situation or physical abuse or emotional abuse. It may not be that necessarily, or it might not be that in the traditional sense of it, right? It could be an employer that's fully taking advantage of you. Okay, that happens. I found myself in a karmic relationship with my employer. Okay, and I had to, and once I came into that awareness, I was like, wait, this can happen. It can happen. Okay, it's not just about romance all the time. But for those of you who are going through that, then one, there are resources out there for you. Okay, two, get out while you can. Okay. I do encourage you, just from my own personal experiences and observations, and I think that even the helplines would probably tell you this, have a plan. Have a plan. And you know what? Use this example that I'm about to give you in any aspect of anything that you need to get out of, okay? Have a plan. Try not to do it on a whim, but so when I say that is, you never know when that moment to escape is going to present itself. You never know when the abuser is going to go to the store or not be paying attention long enough or be asleep just long enough for you to get out. You never know when that moment is going to happen. So be prepared for it. Have a bag packed, stash somewhere that you can get to quickly. Okay, and make sure it has a pair of shoes in it so that you don't have to leave out barefoot, right? Have a few snacks in there, have some water in there, because you don't know where, you might not know where your next meal is coming from if you're not able to get any money when you get ready to do this escape plan. Listen, Taurus, whatever, be prepared for the moment that may come up unexpectedly. That's what I'm trying to say to you, okay? And you can put that in a higher vibrational energy. Have a bag packed. I have a tentative bag packed for vacations. Okay. We got a very serious message going on, so I don't want to laugh and giggle, but I like to take vacations. And a lot of the times I'm like, hey friend, what y'all doing? Let's go to Mexico, okay? That's probably the most one that I jump to, but anywhere at any given time could happen for me, right? So I have kind of a tentative bag packed with my sunscreen, okay? Some flip-flops, okay? My goggles, okay? A bathing suit, okay? It's tentatively packed for wherever I'm going to go next, okay? Some underwear might be in there. I don't know what all I got in there, but I know it's tentatively packed with things that I don't necessarily need on a regular basis. So this, use that in a higher vibrational energy. Be prepared. That's essentially what Spirit is saying to you, Taurus, is be prepared for that unexpected moment. Okay. And it seems to be that unexpected moment is about to present itself in the month of March. All right. I'm going to leave it right there for you. Love and light.